I don't want to have this stuff. So just really annoying. It's just hurtful. It, how can I get rid of this? So how can I just like this, shut up? Sometimes we really want to do that, right? Just shut up. Can I just go away? Just leave me alone, right? And guess what? This is, of course, not the way. The more you resist, persist, right? This is definitely not the way. That is not the self-acceptance. Is exactly the opposite, isn't it? Because it is part of me now. That's why I cannot get rid of it, of this. The more I want, the more sneakier, harder it becomes. And then they take the control in default, we even don't know. So just, oh, but I didn't want to like. So what would be then the practice? So how can we sustainably deal with the stuff? We need to build a relationship with them. And how is that even possible? That's here. Yeah, Summer's like a right question. Rationally, yes, that's part of it. But the relationship, that's why what is this one actually want? So that would be actually a good question to ask. And this is literally a tool, with not now with dolls, but you do it with the body and stuff. You take one of those when they are very loud, for example, that comes up, right? So there's one of the inner critic voices, just blah, blah, like it's talking, it really is nasty sometimes, or cruel, whatever. And you give it the attention and listen first. So attention first. That means this one in the first place wants to be heard. You let them talk, but you let them talk like as caricature way, like I let him talk, right? So like I not a caricature. Sorry, I sorry. Didn't mean to disrespect you. I mean that you have it, you are not this, because when the voice is in your head, it's usually talk in an I form. It's like, yeah, I should know that. I would never actually find anybody. I will die lonely, right? Is I form. If you bring that voice out of your head and your body and look at it, for example, something like that, imagine it, right? Let that talk in you form, so that you have a separation, because this one is not you. None of these voices inside of our head equals us. They're parts of us, but they are not us. If we can have that distance, first of all, that we can like build up a relationship. And what is that? First of all, I let him talk. Attention. I let him talk. So I let him just say whatever it needs to say. Even when it's nasty, it's really just going, whatever it needs to say. Second, affection. Even when it's not intuitive, you cuddle that voice or whatever you imagine. Like, it doesn't need to be a doll, right? So it just is yours. You cuddle it, even when it's hard for you, but you cuddle it, and you give the acknowledgement and appreciation. Say, thank you for letting me know all of this. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate that you want to protect me. That's the key of them. Intention behind all of this is actually want to protect you in their own way. I love you. We have to say, because that's a part of me. You cannot do, just get it out of your head. You cannot get rid of that. It's part of you. The way is only integrating, accepting, and starting loving that part, even the icky one. I love you. I'm not going to abandon you, because it's part of me. And important one. And I am the one in control. Say it also out loud. So you non-identify yourself with that voice. Just conscious, you say, and you are not me. I am the one in control. And see what happens if they just calm down. Sometimes they only need to talk. Sometimes they only want to huddle, and they calm down, or still talking, and you just do it again. This is a very powerful one. And that is the way, like doing with them, not only with a loud one, but also with that very fragile, small one, which, you know, like the shame and then the feeling of being small, and, you know, those who are very quiet, the same and a little different. So you really need to, of course, way more being warm and affectionate. It's like that's like more the wounded child part of you, and then going through the things. That is a longer process. That's a journey, and this is that I do a lot with my clients, and this is actually which usually is, especially when it's about inner child, is way easier when you go with someone there. You have someone on your side, and then you're practicing it, and you feel also the fragility. You need to empathy at one point with that part. So that's the first is acceptance. The first is even like letting them talk, and instead of like a go, just leave in peace, right? The first step, just have attention, affection, appreciation, acceptance, and non-identification, and as well that would be like just acceptance, the self-acceptance, the self-love everybody talks about, is this way when we just integrate them all.